it's not a kill setup.
It's not a kill move anymore, but the up B command grab, that's so strong now.
It kind of makes up for it because there's some times where you could juggle so well up air because it's like it decent hits them, but it doesn't send them anywhere, and it does damage. So they try to jump out, you jump up B, and they might die like 6.
It's almost reminiscent of Smash 64.
Yeah, and then Snake, as we saw with Avoid, a very, very good character. Falcon Snake, I feel like a lot of it is just, you know, very like he's gonna have to play grab heavy. I don't know how. Whenever I play against Falcon, the up air strings feel super true, but I don't know if they're grenade intolerable.
I don't know.
I wouldn't know, but I mean we'll see.
Good juggles there from the up
me.
airs. And Snake disadvantage can be really tough.
Yeah.
Malachite's just got to find a way out of the corner.
Yeah.
Really.
And I feel like one of the things Falcon does have versus Snake. Very good.
There's one thing that Falcon has.
Yeah, that's a new thing. Nair 1 launches up. It's a confirm into knee, and obviously it's a confirm into stomp now. And I think Falcon also has a good amount of ways to deal with Cypher off stage. So, I mean, backer will break it, because some moves don't break it, but backer definitely will.
Yeah, it's definitely the moves that have a lot more percent. Yeah. I think it's percent-based as to what breaks it.
Yeah, it might be. It has to be, because multi-hits usually don't break it. Good command grab. And that's going to be a good way to deal with grenades. I just realized that, because it's a command grab.
And Malachite kind of upbeat a little bit too far off stage, and Fatality's going to take advantage of that.
Yeah, I mean, she's just having a problem, being able to play neutral. She was doing very good in the beginning, and then, I mean, Fatality got the stock, and then it kind of steamrolls, because that's kind of how Falcon is. I mean, he's a combo character, and it looks like you can't grenade out of that. So, I mean, so that's not a bad thing either.
Yeah.
One of the things Malachite has to get Fatality off stage, and the Kita is insane versus Falcon. I mean, Falcon has like no options.
Falcon disadvantage is not fun for Falcon.
Definitely not. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, after the beginning of the first stock was relatively fine.
The first stock was relatively close, but once Fatality took that first stock off Malachite, it just steamrolled and just kept going.
It felt like she couldn't get anything going. I mean,
she couldn't get anything out of it.
She was just there and getting hit. Like, it was one of those situations where it's almost like, what do I do? Like, I'm losing, and not only am I losing in neutral, he's like reading my disadvantage every time. I mean, he read the air dodge to ledge and stomped at second stock. So it's one of those like, all right, what do I have to fix to do this? And I think what she has to do is realize what was working for like the first 50% of stock 1, which was like waiting with grenade, because Fatality was being very patient, which isn't inherently a bad thing for Malachite, because all she has to do is like grenade and just toss it in front of her, control space, and wait. And she like Snake has very good anti-air and like stopping approaches of up tilt, F tilt, down tilt, and even jab sometimes. So if Fatality's going to be like, I'm going to wait until I get my opening, then you could be content just grenading and waiting, and then waiting until you get a tilt, and then you're like, okay, run away, and then wait until you get a backdoor or dash attack, get him off stage.
This is an interesting counter pick though with Lilac Cruz. You don't. This is not. This is a pretty rare stage, but
wow.
I think when Malachite pulled that grenade, I think that's what killed him.
Probably wasn't DIing because she had to do neutral input. And I mean, I don't disagree with the Lilac pick. I don't know how good Falcon is, but I mean, Snake seems pretty good on it. I mean, the grenades hit the platform from under it, so like
and with the C4 setups
as
everywhere.
well. And then also it's a dart stage, so it could be hard to see the grenades and C4. So that's something I think Snake, or people underrate about Snake, and there's not really anything we could do about it, is that the stages, color-wise,
the darker stages,
there's a couple that benefit him. FD.
This stage, FD,
and
Unova.
Yeah, I mean,
like there's sometimes where you can't even see the C4.
Yeah, I mean,
because it's so dark.
Sometimes, like on the lighter part, back air.
That was a great edge guard from Fatality.
And that's the hard thing. I mean, Malachite, she probably doesn't have that much Falcon experience, at least not to the level of aggression
Falcon's
Fatality
just
is.
so rare.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah, and I mean, it looks like everything combos. Well, maybe not that late because you see the grenades coming out. But when you're losing neutral and you're not able to anti-air like you want to, and Fatality's so good at playing aggressive, it's going to be hard to be able to play your game. Good back air. There we go. First stock. That's how it starts.
It's just sometimes, especially playing against these top players, like it feels like you get in your own way a lot of times.
Because you're scared. You're like, man, Fatality's so good or whatever.
You sometimes you get in your own head. And panic options are thrown out, and that is a death sentence sometimes.
Yeah, and up B, killing off the top. I mean, that buff is crazy good for Falcon. Probably helps a lot in that matchup, like I said, because it's a command grab.
It's a good command grab. You could just get through grenades a lot of times with that.
It probably catches Cypher too. I just realized that. Probably.
Maybe.
I think can Joker up B Cypher? I think so. If it does, then I would beat it. Regardless, I mean, he has back air and down air.
He has good options to